Raider! Oakland, L.A., Oakland, Vegas, Raider Nation, wherever, forever! You got your old Uncle Mosh and Raiders Fan Radio from Murph's Fan Cave, taking a lighter journey into the dark side. Sit back, put your feet up, pop a top, and enjoy the ride. Here we go!
Look left, look right, Bolitnikov, a leaping pass, touchdown!
We miss you, we love you, and we'll see you in the Hall of Fame.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
Way up the middle, intercepted Filipiano at the 50, high running down, Oakland football, and I think Oakland victory.
The Oakland Raiders have scored on the most zany, unbelievable, absolutely impossible dream of a play. Well, I love this team. I think this team can win. I think this team can win.
I'm going to get up here in a minute.
Okay.
So I can do my business.
Okay. Whoop. What is up, Raider Nation? Your buddy Murph. I pushed the one button too early. I pushed it on myself.
Stupid.
I know, right? I'm pushing my own button.
I'm going to go ahead and hit the dislike right now.
Okay. What is up, Raider Nation? Your buddy Murph back once again for what we hope to be a fantastic episode of Raiders Fan Radio. Episode number 180 of Raiders Fan Radio, coming to you live from Murph's Fan Cave. Appreciate everybody that is joining us live in the chat room tonight. Appreciate Chevy Raider, Coach Davis, Raider Rue, Killed Jadis, Michelle Sweat, Pirate 1975, Ty the Raider, Chris Rubio is in there, Kevin the Raider Nerd is in there, Aaron the Q-Dog Raider is in there, Zeke, Raider Tommy, tons of folks joining us tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you. Now, you know, I can't do this show alone up here in the Fan Cave. That would be a podcast selfie.
And those suck.
That's right, because without the legendary, this man, this show is nothing. And I'm talking about Uncle Mosh. Wait, Mosh.
Say it again.
What? Oh.
Say it again.
Oh, Mosh is over. Wait.
Say it again. Say it again.
Al Davis.
Again.
John Gruden.
Again.
Lyle Alzado.
One more.
Howie Long.
One more.
Go to Sistrunk.
Okay.
Jeez.
Just had to make sure that Jeff got his daily dose of Raider indoctrination.
Gosh.
Woo! No freaking Mariota tonight, baby.
Oh my gosh.
Lord have mercy.
Wearing
Well, that's the Uncle Mosh. And so let me also then welcome to the show after a fresh beating, a man who I'm not only proud to call my best friend, I'm proud to call a true Raider fan, because we don't let no busters come up here in the Fan Cave. We ain't let no chump fans come up here and pillage our podcast. That's right. Welcome to the show, Swag Jeff.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I am here. I am a Raider fan for life.
This guy
Yeah, you are.
has spent more money on Raiders swag than I did on my mortgage. And I got this damn shirt for free.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you
you did. And that was a true statement. That was a true statement.
Now you get the shirt. Now I won't switch over to Mosh's camera and let you know what's going on over there.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, there's a. You want me to hit the camera, Mosh?
Go.
Ready? Go.
Oh,
Oh, look at that in all of its glory.
well,
Coach
yeah.
Davis,
There
I
you
hope
go.
that didn't scar you.
All right. Well, now let me welcome officially to the show the one and only legendary Uncle Mosh.
Man, I'm so glad to be back here.
Glad to have
my
you back,
gosh.
Mosh.
It's so good. Swaggy was telling me earlier that it has been since the Fannies that the three of us, the three of us have actually been in the cave, but the three of us
All at the same time.
for a podcast,
Yeah,
it's been since the Fannies.
I think so. I think that's correct.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think you're right.
yeah,
Absolutely.
it's been a minute.
So welcome
yeah.
back, fellas. Good to have you back, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Especially to celebrate a win against the Chiefs. How about that, man? Let's freaking go, dude. That's going to be amazing, man. It's going to be an awesome night tonight, Raider Nation. Thank you for joining us, all of you in the chat, all of you on the audio podcast, which you can find at MurphsFanCave.com. And you can jump in with the amazing, fabulous chat room every week at YouTube.com/MurphsFanCave. Swago, who's in there tonight?
Oh, my gosh. QB Jeff is in there. Michelle Sweat, Raider Boy Enrico, Coach Davis, Zeke, Who else we got in there? Raider Roo, Pirate 1975, Running Bear, Atticus B. Rockin', Kill Jadis, Fisher 55, Raider Tommy, Raider Rich, Adam Hill, Raider Jeff, Oscar Martinez. I mean, they're all here. Yo-Yo's in here, Chris Rubio. They're all
So
here.
the one of the 17 million Raider Jeffs, and we're going to hear from more of them.
Yeah, we are.
Even tonight when we get into the Sea of Fans. And Mosh, we have the Sea of Fans is an ocean tonight, isn't it?
I got to tell you something. Zeke goes, so they're all here, and they're scrolling like crazy, man. And somebody beat me to it and hit the dislike.
Oh, I love that.
It was probably one of the guys from the Pillaging podcast. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
probably
it was pretty funny. Zeke goes, "What gender's the baby?"
Which one?
The one when I was putting on my shirt, right? And I got to tell you a funny story. I was standing there, built like I am now. Rico calls it the body of a soccer coach. But anyway, so I'm standing there talking to my principal. I'd been working for about 8 minutes, right? Yeah. And I got my big old belly sticking out there. And one of my students, who was a friend of ours, comes up and this hand just reaches around. He's rubbing my belly, and I'm like, "Knock it off, dude!" And the boss just looks at me, and the kid goes, "If it's a pony, coach, can I have it?" And I'm like, "Get the hell out!"
That's awesome.
Oh my
Man.
God, that's awesome. All right, so hey, so you want to kind of tell what our little joke was there about the pillaging thing?
So our guys who are our great friends at the Pillaging podcast.
Yes.
Actually, there's even a picture of them in the opening number.
Yeah.
So they were having some fun, and they were poking fun at our Jeffrey.
Yes, they were.
Our little Swaggy J, because he used to be known, when we used to have him on the show regularly, he was known as Titan Jeff.
Yep.
You know, but he can only be my student for 20 years and your best friend for so long, and not trade in the baby blue and the thumbtacks for, the Raider shield.
That's right. That's right.
Anyway, there was a big fire. There was a burning of all the Titans gear, and it's and out of the ashes grew the Swaggy J. So anyway, they were poking fun at Jeff, and we were having fun with him. So we just decided to have some fun back. So
absolutely,
anyway,
good stuff.
Yeah, it's all in good fun.
Oh, Swag.
Atticus B. Rockin' says, "Swag Jeff, start beatboxing, please." Hey, we'll get to that.
Is your mic out again, Jeff?
Pirate 1975, who I love, says, "It takes 3 Moshes to equal 1 Andy Reid." Fat.
Curious, Mosh.
No worries. Titan Jeff with a blue cape. I'd love to see it. Only if it was velveteen. If he had a velveteen cape, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Hey, so this is great. This is great radio because Swaggy J's working on his mic and the camera's on him, and I'm doing all the talking. So that's Jeff plugging in. That was Jeff saying, "Uh-oh." There we go.
Check.
Now we got that's your old mic. Now that's working again. All right, so Mosh and I are going to carry the show. You know how to swap your mic back over there, Jeff. I found out what there was literally a button to push.
There's always just a button.
There was a button to push.
Just press the damn button, nerd.
So we found the button, and so anyways,
let me just say I'm glad I'm back.
Well, thank you for being back here, Mosh.
It's so good to be back. Guys, wear your masks.
Yeah,
do that. We're under. You guys know. Y'all know I teach, and I'm in a public school, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy. We've got COVID kids going out, and we've got contact tracing, and I mean it's just a mess out there, and we're just everybody within hearing distance of us, all across the world, including Rico, Man, everybody's battling the same thing. We're all doing the best we can, and so I've been having to stay late and go in early, and I mean it's just been crazy. So we're doing the best we can. We're going to get through it, and I've been busy, and I'll probably be back next week. We're going to do another one, and hopefully it'll be the 3 of us again, but we don't know. So, hey, Swag, did you get your mic fixed, buddy?
Working on it.
Okay. Yeah, and the worst part about this, we've been working on this for about 2.5 hours. We're redoing, for those of you that don't know, we're redoing the mic cave and the mic cave. What are we? The fan cave.
It's the fan cave. Okay,
fan cave.
I think we got it, but we're back up and going now. We'll get Swag back up here in just a minute, so apologize for that. Appreciate you being patient there with us, and we're working through a couple technical difficulties. So let's get into the show real quick. We've got a ton to get to tonight. It's Chiefs week, or not Chiefs week. It's bye week. There's Jeff back, and we got a Chiefs win to celebrate. Real quick, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. This is the picture that was
so
drawn
cool
for us here in the fan cave. That is artist Richard Miller. The link to his YouTube channel is in the description. You can see this being drawn with a hyperlapse, the speedy photography there, and then also there's an examples of his other work. We mentioned that Richard was going to do a piece for us here in the fan cave, and we were going to auction it off, and all the proceeds will go to the One Nation Foundation. And so by popular demand, the request has been made for a Bo Jackson picture.
Yes.
So Richard is going to do a Bo Jackson picture for us, and when that's completed, we'll have it here on the fan cave to show you, and you can bid on it, and then we'll mail it out to the winner there. And again, all proceeds will go to the One Nation Foundation. If you just feel that you want to give, if you're in a position to give, please do, and consider the One Nation Foundation as an opportunity to tithe or to just share to some good causes out there, to the XOXO Stabler Foundation, the Blitnikoff Foundation, Greater Youth Sports Association. That's what we're going to give all this money to, and we've already had donations flooding in. All you got to do is go to onenationfoundation.net. Hit the donate button, and if you can only give $1, if you can only give $3, $5, whatever, you want to give us $1,000, hey, we'll give it all away. But anyway, so appreciate all of you and the donations that have already been coming in.
And let me add to that.
And then just roll into your 180.
Yeah, absolutely. So to add to that, so if you're in the live chat, which Big Easy, Miguel Ruiz, Atticus B. Rockin', Fierce Raider, Zeke, Raider Born Rico, Running Bear, Raider Rue, Michelle Sweat, Kevin the Raider Nerd, we're all in here. But if you notice at the bottom, we have a new button.
Oh, it's the Super Chat
We
live.
got the new Super Chat button. So if you do want to donate to the One Nation Foundation, you can hit that button, and you can show your support for Murph's Fan Cave. And that will in turn go to the One Nation Foundation. So yeah.
Awesome.
So we got all kinds of ways to give. Go to Fanatics. Use our link. Use our link on RaidersFanRadio.com/gear, and you can get the awesome new Salute to Service hoodie like I'm wearing right now. So tune in. But next segment of the show is our episode number.
Yes.
Every week we take an episode number, and I say we because we're all a part of it, not me slaving for 3-4 hours a week trying to find these episode numbers. But we relate it back to something significant in Raider history. So this episode number is episode number 180, which that's like a big milestone, guys. I mean, we're 20 episodes away from 200.
Yeah, man.
I mean, what?
It's legit, huh?
It's crazy. It's crazy. So episode 180, we're going to be talking about a career. We're going to be talking about a career,
nice.
and we're going to be talking about one of Murph's favorite guys, Swervin' Mervin Fernandez.
The reason I wore number 86 in high school, man.
Exactly right. So Swervin' Mervin had 209 receptions for 3,764 yards and 19 touchdowns in his career. And if you do the math on that, that averages to 18.0 yards per reception.
Nice.
Yeah,
job,
absolutely.
Swaggo.
Well, yeah.
Hey, so a couple things.
Yes.
Swervin' Mervin, when we met him at Blitnikoff, you told him about wearing his number.
Yeah, that was cool.
And he got a big old smile, man. He loved that.
That was cool.
He loved that.
That was absolutely cool. Yeah, that was great getting to meet. It's always cool to meet. You're right. Sometimes you don't want to meet your idols, and sometimes you meet the guys that are your idols, and they're super cool.
And and you're getting some love over there, Swag. Tell them about your hoodie, where you got it, how you got it, and what happens when you get a hoodie like that.
Well, if you get a hoodie like this, you.
Well, where did you order it? These aren't hard damn questions. Jeez, it's like telling Kevin to stay his ass out of my chair or something.
Well, yeah. No, RaidersFanRadio.com/gear. You click that link and it takes you to Fanatics.com.
Right.
And anything that you buy doesn't even have to be Raider gear. But anything that you buy on that site, because maybe I get a flaming thumbtack jersey.
Nice,
you know what I mean?
Nice.
Dude, we just got our first Super Chat.
No.
Super Chat, Kevin the Raider Nerd, 1999.
Oh,
nice.
Thank you, Kevin.
Way to go, Kevin.
Dude, Thank you, man.
Amazing.
That's
Thank you
unbelievable.
so much, Kevin. That 100% of that money will definitely go to the One Nation Foundation, Kevin, and support Bolitnikoff, Stabler, and Greater Youth Sports Association. That is amazing. Thank you, brother. We appreciate you doing that.
Thank you so much.
And just know that, folks, that any money that we raise here on the show, you know where it's going, man. It's going to go to a good cause. Thank you so much. That is awesome.
That's awesome. Thank you, man. But to answer your question, Fanatics.com, salute to service. It's an amazing thing that the NFL does.
Yeah.
And these hoodies and jerseys, I mean, they've got a Josh Jacobs like blacked out jersey. It's unbelievable.
It matches your hat, which you got in Oakland.
I got in
was with
Oakland
you.
from the Capo.
Yeah.
It was a gift from the Capo.
Yeah. And what does it say on the side up there where a name would usually go?
Yes.
On the right-hand side?
It says LVR. LVR, Las Vegas Raiders, baby.
Nice.
Yeah. I love it.
All right, fellas, let's go ahead and kick it into gear. Uncle Mosh, hit that contact information, please.
So, the contact information hasn't changed, just like the monitor. You want to tell that story later? Girls, pay attention. You got your old Uncle Mosh here with an update. That's right. I got some stuff for you. Take out a piece of paper, a pencil, a pen. Heck, use your pocket knife and carve the info into your dashboard as you're driving down the highway. First off, you need to like us on our fan page on Facebook. That's right. Go to Facebook at Raiders Fan Radio Podcast. Don't forget about the Twitter. You know your old Uncle Mosh, he twits now. That's right. Not anymore. Go to at Raiders Fan Radio. Also, don't forget the Instagram at Raiders Fan Radio. Or what about our website? That's right, RaidersFanRadio.com. Heck, if you want to, you can even email us, show@RaidersFanRadio.com, or call us on the Raiders Fan Radio hotline, 909-345-3346. That's 909-345-3346. Don't forget Merv's Fan Cave on the YouTube, where you can get all the show links like the Fan Club Blitz with Splatterhead and Fitz. Find all our stuff on podcast providers like Stitcher, iTunes, and Google Play. All right, did I hit the time limit? Good.
All right, Raider Rich. Hey,
Raider Rich!
We got another super chat. Amazing.
Raider Rich, thanks,
man.
buddy.
Thank you so much, brother. We appreciate that. We appreciate that so much, man. And Raider Nation, you're going to hear us saying that all night long, apparently. This is the first time we've ever done it. But I don't mind interrupting the show.
No, heck
no. To acknowledge donations from folks, man, because, again, that money's going to go to a great cause. So, all right, let's go ahead and jump into some respect. The first one I want to get into here is comes from our buddy Raider Juan. We kind of hear from Raider Juan now and then, and so we want to go ahead and celebrate him and play his voicemail here at the top of the show. Raider Juan is a good
Todd
friend.
Clements, $4.99.
Todd Clements, you rock. Thank you, Todd. That's so awesome, man. That's so freaking wins my heart, man. Gosh bless. Look
Pyra
at
1975.
Lord have mercy. Are you kidding me? Let this feel like we're doing a fundraiser. I feel like I'm Jerry Lewis over here. Oh, my gosh. Thank you, Pirate 1975. That is incredible.
$19.99 donation.
Oh,
Thank
my gosh.
you so
That's
much,
amazing.
buddy.
Thank you, man. All that's going to go straight to the One Nation Foundation. That's
yes.
so cool. All right, Raider Juan, we know he's had some health struggles over time, and we were just going to celebrate this man a little bit top of the show.
Hey, Murph, Uncle Mosh, and Swag Jeff, and all the main men and women. How you doing? This is Raider Juan. I have been having a rough time. I have cancer on my throat. I need you guys' prayers so I can get better. And I just want to say that, and congratulations to the Raiders finally beating the Chiefs, and now everybody can stop blaming Carr for everything that's happening. That's all I wanted to say. God bless you, and you guys take care.
All right, Raider Juan, first and foremost, brother, we appreciate you and your support of the show. Appreciate your fandom of this team, and we just want to tell you, man, our prayers are collectively up for you as Raider Nation and all of us here in the Fan Cave. And Raider Nation, if that's such a thing, if it's positive vibes, if it's just thoughts, whatever it is, man, send them Raider Juan's way. Diagnosis like that is tough, Uncle Mosh, and so we're just thankful that he even would consider us during this time to contact the show.
Yeah, he has called a year or so ago talking about how the last bout he had with some illness that he was there for us, and we kept him going, and everybody in the chat and all the the well wishes and the good thoughts and everything. So it's going to happen again. We're going to be out there again, and we're going to be hanging in there for you, brother. So
definitely,
you hang in there on your side.
Definitely.
All right, good deal there. All right, so we want to give some more respect. Let's spread it around a little bit. We don't do props. We don't do shout-outs. We like to do respect around here. Hey, and so here's a couple fun ones. So, Mosh, the A's were in the playoffs, past couple weeks. They unfortunately got knocked out and didn't have a chance to make the World Series. But the A's made it pretty deep in the playoffs. And I want to give respect to Alec Ingold and Foster Moreau for rolling into the game against the Chiefs on Sunday wearing Bash Brothers shirts. Canseco and McGuire, man. That was legit. That was super cool. So definitely props to those guys. And so appreciate them holding it down for the town, right?
Love it.
For our A's. All right, Mosh, and Jeff, we don't typically do a lot of birthday shout-outs, but I do want to recognize a couple birthdays. Want to say happy birthday to Big Raider Trucker's son, Mason, who turned 9 this past week. And also Aaron Capo, his son, Gavin, turned 18. And so happy birthday to those guys. And, Big Raider Trucker's son, Mason, he called the show.
No way.
What's going on? The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Big Raider checking in. Wait, what?
Let's freaking go. This is Raider Trucker Mason. Just wanted to call and say what a great win the Raiders won for my birthday. Uncle Mosh, you owe me a donut cake. Swag Jeff, I need some birthday gear. Love you all. Trucker Mason out. P.S. Derek Carr is 1-6 in Arrowhead. Aaron Rodgers 2021 baby.
Nice to throw some shade at DC.
I love it.
All right, but yeah. So anyway, so happy birthday to Mason. Happy birthday to Gavin. And one more. I want to give one more little bit of respect to the Raiders fan radio listening audience family tonight. One of the two made women. We have Queen Haley, right?
Yes.
And then we have Jeff, his best friend.
His best friend in the whole world.
Michelle Sweat.
Oh, my gosh.
And her husband, Lamont. Congratulations. Happy anniversary today.
Happy anniversary.
And I see that Michelle is actually in the chat on her anniversary.
I love it.
That's diehard when it comes to
That's an amazing way to celebrate your anniversry.
Well, a whole bunch of us guys have done that. So
that's true. Anyway, so appreciate all of you. All right, one more, or actually two more real quick. I want to give props to Derek Carr and John Gruden for the quarterback sneak.
Seriously.
Yes.
Seriously. Times two. We saw Derek Carr sneak the ball twice. And look, you got the best offensive line in football. You got the best center in football. Sneak the ball more often. I always wondered about that, about why they didn't do that more. And sure enough, they did this week. So definitely respect to them.
You know what? And shout out and respect to Derek Carr, because Derek Carr today was named the FedEx Air and Ground NFL Player of the Week.
Oh, he got that.
When you go into Arrowhead and throw for over 300 yards, you better be.
Oh, my gosh, right?
Right?
Definitely.
Ooh. Oh, that's awesome, man. He was up with who was the other one that he was competing? It was like
Raider-born Rico just sent 20. Is that 20 euro?
20 euro.
Yeah, Raider-born Rico. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, Raider-born Rico. We appreciate you, brother. That is amazing. All of you. This is incredible.
It's amazing.
I feel like that's yes. Thank you for doing that. This was unexpected, frankly. I knew we were going to monetize this thing so we could generate more money for the foundation.
Yeah.
But this was the last kind of response I expected. So thank you again to those of you. All right. One last bit of respect, and then we need to get into the show. We talked about Eddie Van Halen last week and his impact on the world and our own, personal interactions with our fandom with Eddie Van Halen. Props to the networks, because every game I watched this weekend, they played Van Halen as their bumper music.
Yeah, they did.
I love that.
I
love that.
Right? Isn't that a cool way to pay homage? And even like Jack White paid homage to Eddie Van Halen on his appearance on SNL this past weekend, which was amazing. But yeah, all the networks doing that for all that bumper music. It was definitely good to hear all that Van Halen music during a football game. So thank you to networks.
You just said to use.
To use.
Thanks. Like the YouTube.
Thank you, guys.
Hey. Speaking of YouTube, shout them out, Mosh, then take us to break.
Atticus P. Rockin', Raider Born Rico, Swaggy J, my buddy Edgar V, Manny Flo, Chris Potts, Sugar Shane. Oh my gosh, everybody's in there. The Big Easy. Where am I at? The Raider Critique, Miguel Ruiz, Jeff Murphy, Chris Rubio. You want me to keep going?
No, just go ahead and hit a button there. We'll take us to break.
Well, I can do that.
What's up, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Will Compton. You're listening to Raiders Fan Radio with my boys Murph, Swaggy Jeff, and Uncle Mosh. Tune in.
Yeah, I cut him off.
Nice.
Yeah. You know why?
Why?
I cut him off because he didn't know who I was, so I don't know who he is. How about this guy? 2 sacks.
Hey, Raider Nation, this is Max Crosby from the Oakland Raiders.
And goes down, and Max
He still
Crosby,
plays for us.
who forced a fumble last week.
You're listening to Murph, Mosh, and Swag Jeff on Raiders Fan Radio. Thank you so much. Just win, baby.
So, Mosh, we're not superstitious around here, but I'm just saying, I gave my boo Max. I gave her for her birthday her first ever Raider jersey this past week, and it was, of course, a Max Crosby jersey.
Right.
And Max Crosby goes off and sacks the heck out of Pat Mahomes, has a huge day. And listen, and I got her, it was the road jersey. It was the white.
So you need to buy her a Max Crosby jersey every week for the rest of the season.
Or she can just wear that same one, I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. Oh, that too.
For the rest of the season.
I was giving you the swag answer.
Yeah, that's the swag. No, but the budget answer because, I'm operating on I'm on a podcast income over here, which is zero. Actually, it's negative. So because we give all the money away. So yeah, but yeah, she can wear that same one again. But anyways, that's the thing though, right? Like you set a precedent, she's got to keep it up now, right, Mosh?
I'm telling you, it's so funny because you set a precedent. I come in fired up, ready to go, right? Last week I was at the casino. I couldn't make it. Okay, yeah, I told the story about my poor life with the COVID and the kids and the grades.
Yeah.
But I did take a day and go to the casino. And Jeff Murphy has to rat me out.
What do you do?
He goes, Uncle Mosh is fired up, must have lost at the casino. Hey, I don't talk about your sandwiches. Don't you talk about my losing. I had a rough go of it. Hey, but you know what? The soprano he made me tonight was amazing.
Oh, man. Yeah, I tell you, Jeff Murphy and Domenico is always fueling us here pregame for Raiders Fan Radio.
I told Swaggy, he goes, hey, you want your cannoli now? And I'm like, no, I'll wait till halftime. He goes, we got a halftime now? And I go, hey, when there's a cannoli involved, we got a damn halftime.
Oh, yeah.
We'll make a halftime. That's right. We got a couple cannolis on ice over there for these guys. Good stuff. I had the salad today. I had the salad.
You did. I had the Laney
man.
special because I got no pickles.
You got no pickle.
I don't do the pickle.
We don't talk about genetics. Okay, here we go.
All right.
And you know what? And I want to shout out Raider Tommy in the chat.
Please.
Because he keeps saying that Murph and especially Swag Jeff needs to apologize and praise Derek Carr.
Oh, don't worry. There's plenty of
that coming.
Okay, so let me throw this out there before you start apologizing.
Okay.
I want to go on record as saying that I'm a Carr apologist, always have been. Have always busted your chops. Have always busted your chops about DC.
Yes, you
have.
have.
You and I were unable to get together to watch the game in person, so we were texting each other. And at one point, you texted me, and you go, damn, nice throw. And I'm like, stop it. I want you to call for his head on a platter. And you're like, that's right. The guy just threw a 78-yard bomb, right? And you go, he sucks. We need to trade him.
So he kind of underthrew him a little bit.
And I'm like, if that's all it takes to get to a win is to have you and Sonny trash him. Because Sonny, hey, baby, did Jessica Alba call you?
Oh.
All you got to do is listen to the first 3 minutes of that other little show you do with my other nephew, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. But you guys go on record as trashing Carr the rest of the season.
We don't trash
you
Carr.
most certainly do.
We don't trash
him. No, what you do is you go, he sucks. Here's his record, blah, 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 blah. But we love him.
Well, yeah.
That's like saying a dirty joke to somebody, go, but it's all in love. Oh, come on. Come on.
That's like saying something to somebody and they go, hey, look, no offense.
No offense. Yeah. It's going, you're really, Andy Reid.
Let's go.
Andy Reid, you're really fat, but don't take it personal.
Hey, yeah, look, hey, listen. Hey, I'll just do it the Italian way. Hey. I don't mean no disrespect. But you kind of suck. We really,
it was fun. It was,
listen, and we'll eat all the crow. And so here's the thing, and here's the premise of this segment. We are all fully capable of dealing with the fact that sometimes our team doesn't play well, and sometimes they are phenomenal. Sometimes our players don't play well, and sometimes they're phenomenal.
Hey, we were a tale of two halves last period with our defense.
Absolutely.
I mean, we said that.
Absolutely. And so here's the thing. We as Raider fans are accustomed to the ups and downs and the roller coasters, but one thing doesn't ever waver. Like, we always stay very even-keeled. Like, we're not very emotional in this stuff. Like, we can really maintain a semblance, right? And so, well...
look away, Coach Davis!
You just shook the whole fan cave. Stuff came crashing down behind you.
When you're 300 pounds and you're bouncing in the second-story bonus room, it's going to happen.
All right.
Don't make me come back over there for another lesson, mister.
All right. So you would think
I need a beer.
So you would think Uncle Mosh, like, this is how much we're on the same wavelength. Mosh has no idea what I'm getting ready to play. Here is an example of Chiefs fan post-game. This is not a joke. I pulled this straight from some dude's Twitter post. This is a guy. Let me set this up. This is a mid-40s, I would say. So middle-aged man in his bonus room, in his chiefdom, in his room, wearing a freaking Chiefs helmet. And his wife is filming him. And this is what this grown-ass man sounds like.
Let's be honest. A lot of Chiefs fans were not happy about losing, but one fan went too far. Police say they pulled out a gun at a watch party.
Oh, are you okay? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. You lost! You the... Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Oh, my gosh! I'm fine! Every play counts. Every game counts. We got shut out in the second half. Our performance for the Chiefs, a great F. That stands for in the...
Oh, my gosh.
All right, so I reached out to Raider Nation for commentary on this video, and here's what the Raider Nation has to say to this knucklehead. Oh my gosh, you get the idea. Oh man, isn't this amazing to beat the damn Chiefs, guys? And you know, and we're gonna get to this whole call out thing, this whole rap thing that everybody's been talking about in the chat tonight and going on. We're gonna get to that in a second, but real quick before we get into that, I just want to pass around the room a little bit. Let's start with you, Uncle Mosh. We beat the damn Chiefs in their crib.
Man,
we laid a 40 burger on them suckers. How awesome was that?
I'm telling you, it's pretty funny. You know, when you can go into their house, finally, the Raiders have come home. You know, go into their house and do what we did, and you know, I know there was a sketchy little moment in the first quarter, right? People thought,
after that pick, and we went down 10.
You know,
look at I first that hater came out.
Yeah,
hater came out.
Yeah, but he wasn't out long.
Nope.
There because we did. Derek did everything that. Go back and listen to the Sad Sack episode that you and Sonny did. It is quite funny. It's even funnier now.
Yeah.
Go back, because everything you guys drilled about,
he did it.
He did it. Every single item about not giving up, about not throwing the long ball, about not being a general on the field, about not, doing the 2 sacks we were talking about. And then our defense stepped up. The first thing they did when they came out in the second half was the commentators were talking about, there must have been a lot of fire in the locker room of Kansas City. Well, whose defense held who to nothing, per se, in the second half? Ours. We aren't that good of a defense, but I don't know what happened for that last second half, but it was amazing.
Well, what was genius is that, and we've given, not only, of course, Derek has taken a brunt of the criticism, but John Gruden has taken a brunt of the criticism. Also, Paul Guenther is probably on the hottest seat of anybody, and he flat out outcoached the Kansas City Chiefs by putting like a 3-man. Like, what do you think about when you think about playing the Chiefs? We got to get pressure on Mahomes. We got to sack him. We got to do that. And instead, what does he do in the second half? He puts out a 3-man rush, has Arden Key back up, kind of fake a rush at times, and then stand up and spy Mahomes.
And even Crosby did that a couple times in the fourth quarter.
It was amazing. It was such a brilliant move by Paul Guenther, and that was the one thing that was so impressive, is that not only did Derek Carr do every single thing, answered every single criticism, but so did Paul Guenther, and so did John Gruden. Like, we literally outcoached one of the best coached teams in all of football.
You guys talked about, and then I'll throw it to you, Swag. One of the things that you talked about is and it was a well thought out point that you and Sonny made, is all the blame on Derek for this? No, it's not. That Sonny was trying to make the claim that some of it in year 4 has to go on Coach. It has to go on Gruden. Who has he beat? He hadn't beat anybody of any consequence. Well, by God, he just beat the Super Bowl champion, and he outcoached his ass.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Absolutely.
So Capo was in the chat. Aaron the Q-Dog Raider, he said that Kobe possessed DT4 or DC4 hashtag mama mentality.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
we hear it because Derek talk about that all the time, right?
Well, yeah, and that's why he's wearing the full sleeve this year to in memory of Kobe. But yes, I mean, you and I in the last show, we obviously joked around and had our Aloha corner and stuff like that, and I'm not going to apologize for that. Because
it's funny.
Well, because it's funny.
It's
funny, but you know what? In all seriousness, I think Marcus Mariota has made DC4 better.
No doubt.
Oh, jeez.
I'm
going to get something to drink.
Iron sharpens iron. I'm with you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has played better.
I don't say like that. He's not like solely responsible.
No, he's definitely not responsible for it. But I think it's lit a fire under him.
I don't think so.
I mean, there's been a couple of bad plays, decisions by DC4 this year, but overall, Derek has played a pretty good season. I mean, the stats and all that, and now the wins are with it. So now we can celebrate the stats.
Yes.
Now we can celebrate the stats because now we're 3-2 headed into a bye week and headed into the second half of the season. That's very winnable.
Pretty favorable to us,
Pretty favorable.
Man. It really is.
I saw a stat on Twitter, and I can't remember the exact numbers, but I think in combination of the first 5 opponents that we've faced, they've only lost 7 times. The first 5 opponents that we've played.
Oh, dude, we've had the toughest
first part of the schedule, and the remaining schedule, they're like 17-35 or something like that.
Easier,
way
easier. So
and I'm going to go ahead and throw this to Sonny, who's not here, but he's going to say, yeah, well, we can't get complacent with one win in Kansas City because we'll go in against some chump that's 1-6 and get our asses kicked. That happens. It happens more often than not.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And when you look at especially the way that the Titans laid an ass whipping on Buffalo yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
And Buffalo came into our house and beat us but that's kind of the NFL is I beat you, you beat that guy beats me.
That's why we play the game.
That's why you play the damn games. But I think what this did is that if anything, this all those criticisms, and I've said this before too, it's great that you do it. Now, what do you do as a follow-up? Now, do it again. Well, they beat the Saints at home. The Saints are no joke. Look what the Saints did the other night. And so, or last night, or whenever it was, on what night is this? I know I'm lost. It's Monday night when
it's Victory Monday.
Thank you. Yeah, it's Victory Monday for the next 12 days because of the bye week. But you know what I mean. So the Saints are no joke, and so we beat them. Now, what did we do as a follow up? It had a rough game against Buffalo, but then we went and beat the quote unbeatable in their crib, and so that is something that, frankly, I didn't expect. And you can have all the faith, the confidence, the rooting, like none of that stuff wavers, but like the objective part of your brain starts to look at it and goes, well, you know, the things are kind of like, here's the historic precedents, here's what these guys are, here's what we are. The Raiders literally shocked the world, and I think could not be prouder of them. Couldn't be prouder of our quarterback, our head coach, our offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. You know, you name it, man. Our offensive line, you know, still kind of makeshift offensive line piecing together. Still down Malik Collins and freaking Mo Hurst, and our defensive line balls out. Like, proud of our secondary. Damon Arnett's out, and we're still like these guys, man. Jonathan Abram making plays. Nick Kwiatkowski destroying fools.
Oh, my God.
It's unbelievable.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. He blew that dude out of the freaking frame, man.
Yeah, but Abrams was laying the wood, dude.
He's amazing, isn't he?
He is just doing that number proud, buddy.
I love it.
I
love it.
Just
really
doing it.
You know what I hate? I hate that we're going into a bye week.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, we've got all the momentum. Like, I mean, like,
I know, right?
Tristan said to me, my oldest son came to me and he goes, Dad, he goes, I just heard on TV, he goes, you would love this. He goes, they asked John Gruden about what he thought about having a bye week. John Gruden said, I don't really like bye weeks. In fact, I wish we could play double headers.
But that wasn't the best quote Gruden said.
What was the best one?
Because I like Andy, but I hate the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
I loved it.
That was good. All right, so let's get into this rap thing. Let me play this message.
What are we doing? We beat the Chiefs, so we get a rap.
Yeah. All right,
so tell the story.
All right. Well, good friend of the show, or actually good friend of the network, and a good friend of ours, Mikey Raider from the original Raider Central, of course, and now On Air Nation. You know him well, Mikey Raider. We had a challenge on his show, and he explains it. I didn't ask Mikey to do this. He called in. Let's listen to him.
Murph, my partner in crime. It is Mikey Raider. That's right. I'm here to call you out, Murph. Not in a bad way, but in a hip-hop way. Why? Because on Mondays with Mikey and Murph, which unfortunately we haven't been able to do a show on in a while because of me and my personal issues, my computer problems, and a lot of other barriers that I deal with. But if you're a fan of Mondays with Mikey and Murph, not only Murph's Fan Cave, Raiders Fan Radio, Uncle Mosh, Swaggy Jeff, and all the stars you got on that show, if you're a fan of Mondays with Mikey and Murph, you know that I rap in the beginning of every episode. And Murph said he will never rap in the beginning of Mondays with Mikey and Murph until we beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, guess what, Murph? Since we're not having a show right now, I'm calling you out to rap on Raiders Fan Radio, on Murph's Fan Cave, and I'm holding Uncle Mosh and Swaggy Jeff to get you to do a rap on your show in honor of us whooping the Kansas City Chiefs. So Murph, I love you, but I'm calling you out, brother. You got to do a rap. Try to be a little bit better than Vanilla Ice. If you can.
Who
Mike
you know,
Raider
by the way.
With his first call, and there'll be a few more in the future. And then I'll officially be a made man. Murph, you better rap.
Oh my gosh! All right, so here's the thing. So it was originally Pirate 1975, good friend of the show, always in our chat. He was like, Murph, why don't you rap the opening? And I'm like, that's not my wheelhouse. I'm not I'm a fan of like old school kind of hip hop, but that's not in my wheelhouse. So I'm not going to do that. It's just like,
I have a Tone Loc cassette. I should have loaned you.
Oh, you love
Tone?
Yeah.
Funky Cole Medina.
There you go. Yeah. So I'm like, it's not going to be a thing. And he kept asking over and over again. I go, fine. I go, look, dude. I go, okay, fine. I go, because I'm thinking, well, this ain't never going to happen. Right. Well, we beat the Chiefs, and then I'll do it. Well, that was 2 years ago. All right. So, but here we are. So we beat the damn Chiefs. So I'm going to honor my commitment to this. So I'm I'm just going to throw out some stuff. Like I said, I'm kind of an old school guy, so I'm just going to spit a couple things out here and just you guys.
There you go.
Yeah,
so you
I'm
ready?
okay with that.
You guys
okay
ready?
with that?
Rippity rap.
Yeah, so I'm just getting ready to go. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, here we go.
All right, stop what you're doing because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to.
What the?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. When are you going to get started?
My name's Murphy, pronounced with a Urphy.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Start over. What the hell?
Your name
I'll
is
try to
stupid.
Let me try it again. Now, here's a little story I got to tell about three bad brothers you know so well.
No. Stop it.
You are the worst.
Foxy Scorpio says it in the chat. It's just a barf emoji. What are you doing?
Oh, come on,
All right, give
Murph.
me one more shot. All right,
Come on,
go.
go for
Here
it.
we go.
All right, here we go. Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness.
No, stop
Oh,
it. No, what?
jeez.
No, hell no,
Why-
bro.
He's stealing stuff, Jeff.
Yeah, this isn't an OG rap. You need a rap specifically for episode 180 of Raiders Fan Radio. So,
Okay, all
you know,
right.
so
What, you got some over there?
Come on.
So
Come on.
Uncle Mosh and myself, we wrote some bars.
Here you go,
Did
my
you help me
brother.
out?
We got some bars.
Yeah. And we had a little other help, too.
Yeah,
did.
we called upon Cousin Sonny, and and so and he's the beat guy. He's the guy that makes the sick beats. So sick beats needs sick bars.
Oh my
So we
gosh.
got it all together, hooked up
All
for
right.
you. All you got to do is deliver.
All right.
And deliver well.
Time to spit it.
All right,
Wait,
let me
get
get
ready.
a little prepared here.
Okay, so what's he doing now? So he's got his headset up. Oh, he's changing
Oh,
his clothes.
dude,
Stand
yes.
up so they can see it. Yeah, baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's
All right, is
go.
it better?
Crank your hat just a little bit more.
More?
Yeah.
Like that?
No, the
Oh,
other
the
way.
other way,
You
stupid.
dumb butt.
All right.
Jeez.
All right, ready?
Okay, here we go.
All right, this
Hit
is...
the beat. Hit the beat.
Okay, all right, here we
Bring
go.
the beat
Here
in.
we go. All right. Oh,
Come on.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I
Yo,
like
Murphy Murph from the Donut Bunch.
Yeah.
You know we here, baby.
Coming to you in front of the fan cave.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know why we're here, so let's go. The time has come. You know, we got it done. We played the Chiefs, and damn it, man, we won. 40-32 is the silver and black. As Houston Raider Steve says, baby, we are back. Derek got it rolling through for 3 TDs. Andy Reid was hungry. He was thinking Mickey D's.
Yeah, he was.
Fat of the week, yeah. Fat as he can be. You know, Andy puts a fat F in between the K and the C. We beat the Chiefs. Oh, yeah, we did it on their turf. Now you get the bars from me, Murph. We got the rhythm. We got the autumn storm. Hayden Ketchup unis. We got rocked by DC4. Sorry. The Dummies got my shuffling. Got swag buying more. The Raiders won the battle and soon will win the war. Raiders came to Arrowhead, hit the Chiefs right in their domes. Made a bunch of frog legs out of Kermit Mahomes. Rapping for Raider Nation, for me this is a treat. I rap it on Nation every time the Chiefs get beat. On Mondays we talk Raiders and the football dirt, but on Sundays, Raider friend, my friend, Chiefs feelings just get hurt. So it's time for me to close out the nation, but rap it on with me. We got 3 letters for you, Mahomes. FKC.
Drop that mic, fool. Oh, yeah, baby. Bars.
Is that what the kids do?
Bars.
Is that what the kids do there?
Yeah, it is.
That's
Bars.
That's a new one for me.
Yeah, baby.
Somebody said, I hear a fanny in your future, Murph.
Oh, thanks.
Oh.
Why? Because I sounded like ass? All right, Uncle Mosh, let's get into the Sea of Fans.
Oh, my gosh. That was really good, Murph. I'm a little proud of you. I'm a little proud of you.
Hey,
Well, yeah.
Thank you.
And my other favorite nephew. Good job on the beat,
Looking,
son.
he's under the gun. He's tied, he's thrown. It is.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you for the assist on that one, guys.
That was
Thank
so
you.
good.
Thank you, Swaggo.
Jeffy took most of the lead on that because he understands that stuff.
Yeah, man.
I don't know
He
nothing.
did a good job with it. I appreciate the assist for sure.
He did a good job.
And that was a fresh read there. Jeff read it to me earlier in the kitchen, but I told him I'm like, I don't want to be practiced and rehearsed because I'm not trying to do this well because it's not.
No, it's not supposed to be well.
Let's do it.
The best part was the jewelry.
Let's have fun with it.
That needs to go up somewhere, right over Will Compton.
Okay.
When's that coming down, by the way?
What, and Reese going back up? Yeah, soon. All right, so anyway, so here at Raiders Fan Radio, you can contact the show in one of two ways. You can send us an email at show@RaidersFanRadio.com, or you can send us a voicemail at 909-345-3346. If we play your voicemail 3 times on the show, you become a made man. And actually, we got a made man coming up tonight. We got a new one to award that recognition to.
Nice.
And also, if you email the show an indefinite amount of times, as I mentioned, to show@RaidersFanRadio.com, you can become a made man or a made woman in that way. And so to lead off the emails tonight is the legendary Uncle Mike.
Sam Hain here, a.k.a. Big Mike. I wanted to say hi to all the Raiders fans out there who love a good game. Of course, that goes double for our host, DJ Jazzy Jeff Swag, Uncle Cracker Mosh, and the man, the myth, the legend, the Murph. Why all the rap and music references? Of course, you know. We have been waiting for your flow to show how stacking wins on the road can make our O&D floor the Chiefs. I mean, beat those thieves and allow a post-bye week beat down at the expense of Brady's briefs. I think I was supposed to rap. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, you loyal listeners, you YouTube watchers of Murph's Fan Cave have been waiting for so long to hear your old Murph rap, because that means the Las Vegas Raiders have defeated the hated ones, the Kansas City Chiefs. I will be the first to admit that with all the injuries, I didn't think we stood a chance that a bag of Halloween candy stands at a Weight Watchers meeting of beating the Chiefs this week.
Oh, nice.
I thought we would hang for a while, but eventually our D would rip again like Andy Reid's britches after an Entman's eat down. But just like Andy's delicious supermarket pastries at the end of the grocery aisle, we were too tough and hard to be dealt with easily. Swag, can you lay down a sweet beat so Murph can do his thing? Well, yes, you can.
We
You
sure
can.
did.
We laid it down, bruh.
We have been waiting for like 2 years for Murph to rap. I'm thinking a little Beastie Boy-inspired rap, but whatever, and whoever, whatever it takes. It's all music to my ears. Take care, everybody. Much love from Big Mike, one-time Sizzler Award winner and proud made man.
All right.
Nice.
Good stuff, Big Mike.
Next up.
And Big Mike really is Big Mike.
Oh, yeah.
He's like Trent Brown, Big Mike.
Yeah, he's huge.
He's huge.
Greetings, Murph, Mosh, Swaggo. Hey, great to hear from Sonny, at least until the next kid. Hey, Capo, Chuck, and the crew. Has anyone heard from Mojo? Can we get a golf clap for the wrench for keeping the best damn chat room on point?
Oh, Ron.
Oh, nice.
First off, so glad to be talking to and hearing from you guys, not in an orange jumpsuit. I was going to write to you guys, but these institutional finest have to proofread everything. If you ask Swag J, I can't put just anyone through that kind of torture. All I can say is, glad I wasn't mugged, glad I didn't piss anyone off, and glad we went 2-0, and well, that's Vegas, baby, and a nice 1-week hangover. I really thought we played well against the Patriots for at least 3 1/3 quarters, but then the painfully watch of that Bills game was worse than hearing anyone read my emails. Now, on to week 5, the nail in Coach Gunt's coffin game. Wouldn't you know it, other teams have to do what? He's right about reading his emails because he does them in like a 3 font. Wouldn't you know it, other teams have to do to punters? Yes, that was a great win. Did anyone else clap when Joyner pulled up on the first play? But the defense did what it could against the most explosive offense in the NFL today, and Carr managed to go toe-to-toe with Kermit the Frog and even hurt his feelings so bad he had to run off and find Miss Piggy, wee, all the way to the locker room. To all you Carr haters, you got a point. Not running Jacobs enough. Where is Waller? Third and Renfro is like third blue moon. We don't even know how to use Ruggs yet. Why isn't Carr playing deep safety and holding on kicks and bringing everyone a beer? Maybe Swag is right. We need to demand more Marcus Mariota. If we are truly going to be dominant, please run the score up so much we can see you in a sideline cap and Marcus under center late in the fourth quarter. That would be great. You want to shout out Kiljadis?
Kiljadis, $4.99 donation to the One Nation Foundation.
Thank you, Kiljadis. You rock, man.
Thank you.
This was most importantly on with the rest of this 48-page email. This was probably the most important win since a certain AFC championship that we will not discuss an outcome of the following game. And maybe the biggest win in Carr's career. That's probably very close to the truth.
I think this very much the truth.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Since the first game of the Saints that put him on the map in 2016. Side note. Did you know Derek Carr has more MVP votes than Russell Wilson?
Come on.
Since the talking heads are so shocked that Russell's stardom is as malfunctioned as LeBron's hairline, but refuse to say anything positive about our Raiders. Just thought I'd point that out. I won't crown us world champs yet, and Gunther's not off the hook. But who knows, with the schedule opening up after the bye and players coming back each week, maybe we can make a real run at this playoff thing. I still think Gunther has people out of place, and seriously, game on the line and you blitz 7 guys on 4th and 5 and put Max in the flat. The defense bend but don't break seems a bit fragile. And no, that's not Italian. I've been advocating for Carr to get 700 yards this season. Maybe that's a lot, but this offense works best with possible threats of a running QB, not 100 yards, but a few. Hey, he got half of the 700 in one game in Kansas City.
Right.
Put it this way. If you're a struggling coverage linebacker on your way out, just hold on until you play Derek Carr. Stand 4 yards off the line of scrimmage and on either hash, and you shut down the field and probably keep your job for a few more weeks. Now, I went into that die trade just to torture Swag Jeff a bit. But to make a point, Carr is almost doing that. He's even looking downfield and mixing the offense up really well. Ask Rich Gannon what it takes in this offense to win. That is what it takes to win. Carr can throw any pass in the book, but if he isn't making the defense keep one eye on him, he's hindering the offense, and worse yet, taking it easy on the defense. But, Stacy Rough Raider, why are you pooping on our Carr parade? Because I want us to beat the Chiefs again, and the Donkeys, and the fake LA team, and everyone else. We must intimidate with the greatness of our future, and damn it, was nice to see that their quarterback go down hard and go down often. Maybe I'm gun shy since the hype last year when it was painfully obvious that we were not as good as we thought we were going to be against the Bungles and saw it all fall apart. We looked great today. Let's keep it that way and not make it look like a fluke. Commit to excellence. Al would have wanted it that way. Just win, baby. Stacey Rough Raider, lifetime Raider fan, former inmate at the Clark County Correctional Facilities, proud made fan. Where is Clark County? Yeah, baby.
That's amazing.
The Raider Cody party, it was a blast. The post game was not so much a good look for me. Were we on a boat? I was swaying so bad I'd do better next time. May even watch some of the game first. LOL.
That's epic.
That's so
I
funny.
love that.
Oh, great job, Stacy Rough
Oh,
Raider.
my gosh.
You rule, dude.
Well,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Give me a breather, Swaggy.
Oh, my gosh. All right, I got an email.
Were we on a boat? No, you're in the desert, dude. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
That's hilarious.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I was shocked afterwards, but I was so happy. What a game. Finally, we sent the frog back to the swamp with a chapped ass. He's sitting on a stump, all sad, singing Rainbow Connection right now. He didn't even have to take a moment to show good sportsmanship after the game either. We dumped out Kool-Aid all over that field. Andy, who's fat? Reed couldn't stop what we were doing to him, and I loved every minute. I'm never a fan of the opposition, but sometimes I can respect a certain player or coach, but the Chiefs literally made me puke. I hate the Chiefs and everything about them. Arrogant bastards got everything they deserved yesterday. We hung 40 points on the world champion. There's no reason to fear anybody moving forward. what we all witnessed is a Lombardi-winning performance. And to all the Carr Bashians, how's that crow taste? Y'all need some A1 sauce?
Oh, nice.
We still got A-list players on the bench. This return to greatness is everything we've been waiting for a long, long time. Next up, the Tampa Bay nursing home. I have no reason to doubt that the Raiders are finally real this year. Respect to Murph, Mosh, and Swaggy for making the best show on YouTube, and respect to the main men and everyone in the chat week after week. Go Raiders. And in a sign of good sportsmanship, Murph, since you so gracefully extended the bet over 2 seasons, if we sweep the Chiefs this year, I will call in for the first time and sing for you guys. Give you something you'll really regret. Pirate 1975, 2-time sizzling made man, and super chat donation tonight.
Yes, awesome.
Pirate 1975, thanks, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Right on,
hey,
right
and
on.
I accept that, Mosh. I would love to hear him sing on Raiders Fan
We would
Radio.
love that.
We would love that. And Mosh, real quick before you jump into that to the next email, there, I want to ask you about this because Tom Brady was criticized for walking off the field and not shaking hands after the last game, and some were like the apologists would say like, well, it's a COVID thing. Yeah, okay. But
no, it's not.
Okay. Patrick Mahomes walked off the field and didn't shake Derek Carr's hand. I'm screaming punk move, but what say you? You're a little more rational one around this stuff.
Okay,
usually.
So when I was coaching wrestling, for the 12 years that I coached wrestling, I always instituted into my kids, I'm saying, win, lose, or draw, you go shake the coach's hand. You know, they obviously the refs in high school and collegiate wrestling, they hold the guy's hands and they raise the winner's hand and then they shake. Okay, and I always told my guys, I don't care where he's at, you go shake hands with the coach. Well, one of the coaches who was my mentor, a local guy, and he coached at a local high school here. He was much older than I was. He never had his kids do that, and I asked him one time. I said, "How come you don't do that?" And he said, I don't want my kids to think about the loss. He goes, I don't want my kids to think about the win. I want my kids to walk off the mat and think about the next match. And it's not my thing. My thing is when I coached your son and my grandson in wrestling, we always had them do that.
Yeah, always.
To me, it's a sign of respect. Other people have, Tiger Woods is great because Tiger Woods never remembers the last ball he hit. He's only thinking about the next one. So, it's to each person his own thing. I really don't think in my heart, as much as I hate the guy, I don't think Mahomes disrespects Carr by any means.
You don't think it was sour grapes?
No, I think he was pissed. I think he's that much of a competitor, and I am not a Mahomes fan, but I'd like Mahomes a lot better if he played for Miami. What I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he doesn't. Unfortunately, he plays for the Queefs.
Right.
And, he can't help that. So the fact that he didn't shake his hand, I don't see it as sour grapes. Maybe it was. I don't know. I'm not in his head. I'm not a sports psychologist. Nor
do you play one on a podcast.
Nor do I play one on a podcast.
What's interesting about that, though, is that if anything, if it's just another excuse for us to not like the Chiefs, then okay.
It works for me.
Thanks, Pat.
Well, people in the chat are saying that DC kind of stood up for Mahomes on that because apparently Mahomes was getting a lot of crap for that, and DC said, "Well, we walked by each other and just gave each other a little fist bump." He goes, "If you
so they did do that."
He said, "If you would have blinked, you would have missed it." But yes,
then
we came by and just and touch knuckles.
Okay, good deal. Well, then, I love Mosh's breakdown there for either side of the equation, but very glad to hear that we missed that on the broadcast and that those guys at least had that little bit of an exchange.
Raider Born Rico said he didn't see the problem with it because he wouldn't shake Mahomes' hand.
That's really good.
Well, yeah.
Hey, Raider faithful, effing nay. What a day Sunday was for some football, Raider football to be exact. The Big Easy coming at you from good old Western New York. Your one-time sizzler and winner of the prestigious Fanny for the Rev Raider Juggernaut Award for Best Caller. Waiting patiently for the applause to die down. Good evening, Murph, Uncle Mosh, Swag J, the president of the Free World Jeffs Club. To Ron the Mater Raider Enforcer, Eye Patch, Running Bear, Michelle, Kevin Retzel, Keljadis 907, some person named Paul, Paul. Sugar Shane, Mr. and Mrs. Coach, Raider Roo, Houston Raiders, Steve, Full Metal Mexican Pirate, 1975 Monster Mash, Ken, Ta-da, Raider Ramon, the Sergeant at Arms, Oakland Raider Trucker, maybe the most important person in the chat, and no, it's not you, Capo, according to my wife, a.k.a. the boss. At least it's the one and only Raider Puerto Rico. Long pause for those that need a minute to compose themselves. And to all the men and women, my respect. I had to email this in. For as much and probably even more than beating the Queefs is the impending rap video from Murph. Praying somebody is filming it for the funniest home videos on the show, ridiculousness at least. This win should be in Uncle Mosh's honor for all his epic Chiefs rants. I'll go out on a limb and say that this is big. Mosh enjoyed this game better than a couple of dozen Krispy Kreme glazed donuts and even his prescription of Flomax. Now, back to the game. Flomax is a lot cheaper if you buy them on the street. Okay. By a raise of hands, who thought
and
late
you get a buzz with them, too. Yeah.
Seriously, I crush them up and snort them. Who thought late in the fourth quarter that our beloved Raiders were going to let this slip right through their fingers? Don't lie, Sonny. Now at least I have some really, and I mean really good memories of winning consistently back in the prehistoric times. Paleolithic, to be exact. And there aren't too many of us left. I know you feel me, Mosh. So going to be by the near and not so near past as I slipped on a glass of my favorite beverage enjoying this awesome game. I just kept waiting for the inevitable, and this is the sad part. I was expecting it. How sad is that? I hate to say it, but our Raiders have conditioned us for mediocrity at best. And the last few decades, other than blink in time when Gruden was here in 1998 to 2001, that being said, what I like about these Raiders is what Mayock and Gruden are trying to do here, and that is plain and simple character. Now I go into every season and say, Super Bowl this year, baby. Then I realize, nope, not this year. Once this season is midway through, but we have to admit there is a different vibe here now. Injuries aren't helping, but still, to go into KC with our walking wounded and whoop up on them, wow! Carr is pleasantly surprising me with 3-2. With this schedule, that's fine with me. 5-0 would be better, but beggars can't be choosers. 3-2 is pretty damn cool. Keep our fingers crossed. Players get healthy, no more get hurt, and this is just the beginning of a new national dynasty. This win made an old man happy and a whole nation. Well done, Raiders. So, Raider Nation, raise your glasses high and thank God for Uncle Mosh and his making the difference with his world-renowned rants.
Yes.
It was you, Mosh, that inspired this team to get KC's butts kicked. I rambled long enough. So thank you, Murph, Mosh, and Prez for giving us this forum to be educated, inspired, enlightened, and mostly for me, the wit in the room makes me laugh every week. And for that, I thank you all. Everyone stay safe and be sure to vote. Otherwise, you don't have the right to bitch. This is the Big Easy, 10-10 on the side. P.S. Mosh, you're our favorite, but don't tell Swag and Murph. Thanks.
Nice. Good job, Big Easy.
Well, yeah.
Love it.
And it only took me like 3 hours to convince my wife to send that email on behalf of Big Easy.
Oh, nice.
No, man, that was totally Big Easy. Thank
Very
you,
cool. Very cool.
Hey, Swaggy, give me a break here. I need a cerveza.
It's the start of Week 5. Coming off the back of 2 straight losses. We're playing the Chiefs. A sense of doom is already there, but then Sunday comes, the optimism builds, the excitement. Everyone wakes up with a feeling of, we can do this, and wow, did we do it! 490 yards of total offense, I believe. 40 points, a win against the Chiefs, the Super Bowl champions. I still can't quite get my head around it. An interception, touchdown pass of over 50 yards, sacks, the game had everything we could possibly want. Gunther's defense finally turned up to the party. An active Ruggs with his first Raider touchdown. And I thought Derek Carr looked calm and collected and on fire. I'm writing this on Victory Monday, and it feels amazing. The roller coaster of emotions that I'm sure we all went through was something else. Shared with some of you over Twitter while the game was even on. I'm going to enjoy this one. We deserve to. The team done us proud out there on that field. I will definitely be rewatching this game today. As we say out here in Scotland, get right around ye Mahomes. Much respect, as always, to Murph, Mosh, Swag, and all the listeners, callers, emails, fellow maid woman Michelle Sweat, and my friends and family in the Scottish nation. Also, Damage Inc., Las Vegas Raider, who gives less than an hour's drive for me, who lives less than an hour's drive from me, but we speak often on Twitter. Hopefully we can meet up properly at the next Silver and Black UK meetup, and after all these restrictions are finally lifted. Stay safe, everyone, and the Raider Nation is the only nation. Just one, baby. Queen Haley from Scotland.
Come on, Queen Haley.
Good job, Queen Haley.
Yo! What's up, Murph, Swaggy, and the one and only Uncle Mosh? I hate the Chiefs. Do you hate the Chiefs? I know you do. I made sure to let the family that I seen in Walmart who dropped condiments on their shirts know I hate the Chiefs. I'd be lying if I told you I was excited about this game when the schedule was released. Yeah, my fandom always has us undefeated, but my brain tells me we're stopped.
Come on.
To putting myself in situations that will probably lead to cardiac arrest. I knew we would be competitive, but the Raiders decided to bring their own barbecue to the so-called barbecue capital. I know you guys would love to say different being in Tennessee in a few hours from Memphis, but let me tell you, I'm enjoying every single analyst reaction who had us losing. So far, it seems like Drew Brees is old and the Chiefs just had a bad game. ESPN Power Rankings has the Aints at 11 and Raiders at 15, both 3-2, but the Raiders beat the Aints. Keep sleeping on us because every time you start dreaming, we conjure up old Freddie and turn it into a nightmare. Yeah, I said that yelling like Gruden. And yeah, the person standing behind looks confused, but that's not my fault. Anyway, I hope somebody bet big on the Raiders, plus 440 and plus 11.5 on the spread. Holy crap.
That's big money.
Huge
That's a
money.
big money line right
Dang
there.
it.
Heck yeah.
That's like basically it's 4.5 times your bet.
God, why wasn't I out there?
Oh, my gosh.
Enjoy this win. Drink water, and don't forget to let your friends, family, and random people at the store know that you hate the Chiefs.
Nice. Let's go.
Ta-da, Raider.
Nice. Good job, Ta-da, Raider. Fellow Domenico's enthusiast.
Absolutely, Domenico's. Oh, my gosh. I've got the nice little burn right in my gullet.
That's
that man,
one.
that Sopranos was, he really did me right this week.
He's the best.
Murph, Uncle Mosh, Swag Jeff, and Vinny, plus Raider Nation, prepare for a dissenting opinion.
Oh, okay.
I listened to the last Raiders fan radio rundown, and Murph and Sonny, I am writing to tell you you're both full of crap.
Oh, nice.
I love it.
In Sonny's terms, and I quote, "Look how wrong you idiots were."
Love it.
Love being wrong on this one.
You constantly say Carr's stats are unimportant, yet came with a bunch of subpar QB stats comparing them to Carr. Are stats irrelevant or not? Your empire is called Raider Fan Radio. It's important to note that fan is short for fanatic. A fanatic does not say he has a 1% faith in the Raiders against a hated rival. If you believe the team you root for has a 1% chance of victory, why watch the game, big boy? Why not just take a page from Swag's playbook and pick another team to faithfully follow and support? As for Aloha Corner, Aloha also means goodbye, your Mariota hunk. Despite his mobility, I doubt he would be an improvement having to haul Jeff around hanging on his jock, wearing a Super Mariota t-shirt under his Carr jersey in Vegas, in case Carr threw 3 picks to show his true colors. Curious he had no stated plan if he threw 3 TDs, which he did. Just a thought. I hope the Carr haters won't turn on him after the next loss. I guess he should be safe for 2 weeks. You know, Jim Plunkett's best success, despite being NFL Rookie of the Year, came in year 8, when he came off the bench to help his great team win a Super Bowl. He did it 2 years later in year 10, again off the bench.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. In Carr's further defense, football is the ultimate team sport, combining mental and physical attributes. The last time the Raiders had a great team, their QB was Rich Gannon, and the head coach was John Gruden. Finally, we have a very good QB and are building a great team. Does anyone remember how many QBs we've been through between Gannon and Carr? How many? Hush, you would know that.
Oh gosh, well it's a bunch.
Dozen or more.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, it's Aaron Brooks, it's Dante Culpepper,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
it's Andrew
Yeah.
Walter.
All those names we don't want to remember.
Yeah.
On another topic, get off Paul Gunther's back. A common theme is to can Gunther in favor of Marinelli. If that was the answer, wouldn't we have seen a big improvement in defensive line performance over the Buckner-led unit? I don't think we have. Unlike most fans, I really admit I know there was less. I know way less than the people tasked with running the Las Vegas Raiders. I refuse to second-guess the team's management and staff. Come on. Recognizing the greatness of Al Davis, please don't forget that for half of the last 18 years of dismal performance, Mr. Davis was in charge. It took a few years more to rescue the Raiders from the salary cap hell he put us in before his passing. I've been a Raider fan longer than most of you and probably longer than you've been alive. My fandom started in 1960. Does that date ring a bell? One last thought. The KC game Murph referenced where we held them scoreless for 3 quarters and they scored 28 in the second quarter wasn't that bad. Granted, 2 touchdowns weren't well covered, but two were and needed a Herculean effort by Kermit and his receivers. Give credit where credit is due. In case it wasn't clear, I totally support Derek Carr and management in charge of my Raiders and always will. Raider Nation forever. Frank, NorCal, proud made man.
Dang. Frank bringing some heat.
Love it, man. I love it, Frank.
Come on. It too. And you know what? Look, we don't do this show because we want you to always agree with us and think that we're always right or anything like that. We love to hear an alternate opinion. And Frank and I own everything, and I know Sonny would, and I know Swag does.
Yeah.
We own everything that we ever said. And, and listen, let me just say this, too. Van Halen didn't make the entire catalog were great albums. George Lucas hasn't made an entire catalog of great movies. But that doesn't make me any less of a fan.
No, and Babe Ruth struck out more times than anybody else in the history of baseball.
Absolutely. Right, absolutely. So it doesn't mean that we stop our fandom. It doesn't mean that we're any less fans of this football team. It just means that we just question. It just means that we start asking questions.
No, but I love you, Frank. Because Frank and I, come on, us old farts, we got to stick together, man. We ain't taking it from you upstarts.
That's right.
I feel like Frank stars on another Raider podcast. Questioning fandom. My gosh.
Oh, my gosh. Well,
holy cow. The chat is checking in on me, making sure I'm okay.
Yeah, well, hey, Swagger, you just leave those old guys to snort their Flomax over there.
Yeah.
And what do you and Running Bear got to say?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Murph, Uncle Mosh, Swag Jeff, all the made men and women, and all the rest of Raider Nation. Now, this is what I call a signature game for Carr, for Gruden, for all of the Raiders. For all you Carr haters, bye, Felicia. Now, does this mean that we make the playoffs? No, it just means we can compete with anyone and we can win. We have to build off of this and not just say, hey, there we are. We ain't till we are, and it ain't yet. Number 1, Gruden has to let Carr be Carr. And if you followed him back in college, it is about getting the ball to the best players at any distance. Number 2, never take the foot off the gas pedal. When you have someone down, break their neck. Number 3, use Josh Jacobs in the right way. Mix both run and pass, control the clock, but not play too loose, but stomp them into the ground. Number 4, the Raiders have to play. Shut up.
Today, Junior.
I'm just reading what the damn email says, okay?
I didn't realize the email had that many pauses in it.
4, the defense has to play better. Yeah, they held them to 8 points in the second half, but they averaged 30.4 points per game. We are lucky that we are 3-2 because of this. Now, I'm still super happy about the KC win, and I think that it can be the launch pad for us to make the. Hey, you know what? I've been reading these emails like a damn champ today. Okay, I don't want to hear it. Okay.
No one's giving you a bad time tonight, or everyone is.
Oh, yeah. Or everyone is. Not even just on this show. All the shows in Raider Nation have been giving me a hard time this week, and I'm freaking sick of it.
We love you, Jeff.
Oh, my gosh.
We know we love you, Swaggy.
Now, I'm still super happy about the Kansas City win, and I think it can be the launch pad for us to make the playoffs. I still talk bleep to my friends, and we have dogged the Raiders for years. Just win, baby. Raider Nation for life. Raiders. We have to get healthy this bye week and follow up with all the good that we did in the Kansas City game, and we will be contenders. Running Bear.
Nice job, Running Bear.
Yeah.
Always good to hear from our good friend, Running Bear.
Yeah.
We got one more to get to tonight, Uncle Mosh.
Evening, fellas. Hope all is well. Well, two out of three of us are doing great.
Bad. Yeah.
I guess everybody's still feeling pretty good. Well, two out of three ain't bad. Personally, I'm so happy I could scream. It's a good thing I don't drink anymore, as I'd never have got the email to. I don't drink anymore.
Like since in the last 8 minutes?
No, I don't drink any less. But I don't.
Okay,
Hey, if what followed Sunday's win is anything to go by, Lord knows we're all going to react when we win our 4th Lombardi trophy.
There we go.
I'd have to explain a few things to the neighbors after the game finished at 9:30 Sunday night. I apologize for the foul and abusive language over there. And over 3.5 hours, and I had a strange conversation explaining that my hatred for Kermit has nothing to do with the Muppets. You got to remember, he's in England.
Yeah. Well, the Muppets aren't in England, Marsh?
No, okay. I guess that's what comes from living in a largely NFL-free zone. Although I did see a Chargers fan in a local store a couple of days ago. That's one more than in Los Angeles. Anyways,
nice.
Sunday was everything we've been waiting to see. We've all discussed what we needed from the coaches and players alike, and Sunday it came together and was close to perfect. No fear, toe-to-toe stuff. We made the most of our talent and proved that what we can do when we eliminate the mistakes. I said on social media pregame that it was pretty much a free hit for us, as nobody truly believed we had the resolve to take them on and their own game for the full 60 minutes. We've seen us compete for parts of a game, but we needed it all to come together at the right time, and man, did it ever. It truly was a team effort, but I'd like to mention Chris Smith, Dante Jones, Kendall Vickers, to be activated 24 hours earlier than play like that was incredible. Nelson, Velvet Gloves, Aguilar, for being so reliable. And DC, if you're watching or listening, and he is, that's it, fella. That's what we want you to do. Just keep doing that, and we're on our way. It also goes without saying, what an impact having Henry Ruggs III and Trent Brown make to the team.
Yes.
As for Paul Gunther, I have to give credit where it's due. That was real quality. I was sticking pins in a Gunther doll this time last week, but man, if you can put a scheme together like that and hold the Chiefs to 8 points in the second half, you deserve to strut to work for the next 2 weeks. This was no fluke. It was a significant performance, and I really hope we look back on this game as the day we really turned the corner. Every stat was in our favor, and to see things like 20, 30 time of possession in the second half is off the scale. As pleased as I am for the players and staff, though, I'm happiest for the Raider Nation as a whole. We deserve that win. Now, let's make it a regular feeling. I only hope the rest of the league saw what we did and gets after them like us. Mahomes is stoppable, and they are beatable. The look on Andy Reid and Kermit's faces was priceless.
Yes.
Their sideline looked like a hall of mirrors. It didn't go unnoticed at the end of the games when Mahomes.
That's not bad.
I like
that.
When Mahomes snuck off and didn't shake hands with DC. Keep that lack of class and piece of non-sportsmanship in the locker room for a few weeks, Derek, and remind him of it when he kicked their plastic asses all over Vegas. And so, we head into the bye weeks, gentlemen. I'm a little frustrated if I'm honest. Yes, it helps to recuperate and get our injured guys back, but a part of me agrees with the momentum argument as well. However, it is what it is, so let's get everybody healthy now and see what we can and how we see what we can do and where we can take things. Brady, he'll keep for 2 weeks. Finally, last week, I asked the question, how does John Elway wear a face mask? As I pointed out at the time, it wouldn't be like a windsock. So I posed the question on Twitter, and my favorite answer was, it would be like a one-armed man trying to get a pillow into a pillowcase.
Nice example.
I love that. God, he's going way out there. I love it.
Yeah.
Stay safe, Raider RFR family. Love you, Raider Nation. His Lordship, Paul Egerton, Shropshire, Mississippi, Polly Award winner 2019, Foggy Glasses Award winner 2020, BRT Sizzler scorekeeper, proud made man, five-time winner of the Raiders Fan Radio BRT Sizzler Award.
All right. Nice job, Paul.
Paul. Paul. Paul.
Paul. Paul.
Paul.
Paul.
Paul. Paul.
Paul.
Paul.
Paul. Paul. Paul.
Claude.
Paul.
Paul.
Paul, your name Paul?
Paul. Paul.
I met him with Paul.
Who? Paul.
Paul. Yes, Paul.
Paul's not here. Hey, Paul. Paul.
Hi. I'm Paul.
Patrick Claybon with NFL Network here. Hey folks, I know 3 things you might like. Do you like football? Do you like the Las Vegas Raiders? Do you like listening to things? I'll add a 4th. Do you like swag?
Yeah, we do.
Well, here we got Swag Jeff, Murph, Uncle Mosh. This is Raiders Fan Radio.
I appreciate all the emailers this week. Guys, we got so many emails, so many voicemails this week that we just had to eventually get to a point where we cut it off. So if you didn't hear your email, we will catch up with you later on next week. Of course, it's the bye week where normally we would take it off. But I'll still be back here in the fan cave. It might be a podcast selfie or might be with one of the guys. But at a minimum, we will definitely catch back up to all those emails and to all the voicemails that we weren't able to get to because we just had to cut it off. Otherwise, we would be here for like a 9-hour show. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the voicemails. You can reach the show anytime at 909-345-3346. If we play your message 3 times, you become a made man. And the leader of the made men and the made women is Aaron, the Q-Dog Raider. We always kick off this segment with Aaron, and so let's get to his voicemail. Hello?
Greetings, I'm Murphy, Siglary Moss, on the boss, Sonny, Sergeant at Arms, the Sizzler, Big Raider Trucker, Mojo from When the Universe Speaks, Ramon the Mean King, Swag Jeff, Ron the Mater Nation. First, I preface this call by saying that I still hate the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. I just hit the wrong button, Mosh.
Uh-oh.
I need to be yelled at for that.
Oh, man.
Greetings, I'm Murphy, Siglary Moss, on the boss,
Sorry about that.
Sergeant at Arms, the Sizzler, Big Raider Trucker, Mojo from When the Universe Speaks, Ramon the Mean King, Swag Jeff, Ron the Mater Nation. First, I preface this call by saying that I still hate the Kansas City Chiefs. And we all know now that the Las Vegas Raiders defense, needs plenty of work, however, they step up in order to shut down those pesky Chiefs 40-32. The Raiders defense has allowed 30 points a game this season, and believe it or not, in Week 5 they gave up 32. However, they mustered up enough courage and grit in order to stop those pesky Chiefs whenever it mattered most. Whenever they came out for the second half, and the third quarter has always been the kryptonite to our Raiders, they ended up stopping 3 straight times for punts on the third quarter effort. I mean, that's just miraculous right there. I mean, there's accolades that go all around. I mean, let's talk about the silver and black generating enough pass rush heading into Week 5. The Raiders, they registered a meager 4 sacks this season and damn near doubled that this past game alone. So kudos to Max Crosby. And I really want to say that Nick Kwiatkowski makes all the difference in our defense. What a great game. Abraham, he actually kind of channeled his chaotic play and turned in an assassin-esque type of performance. The Raiders simply are better with Henry Ruggs on the field. And, I want to really thank Benedict Brown for coming off of his money pile in order to play right tackle for us on this past Sunday. It made a lot of difference in our run game. And speaking of the run game, there's an open date, and guess what? Lev Bell is on the market. But before, BRT could say no, Q-Damas predicts that, he might end up in New England, which might actually, make available Damian Harris. I think we need to make a play for Damian Harris. Putting Harris and Jacobs together, the 1-2 punch from Bama to play for the Raiders for years to come, think about that for a second. F to the E to the R to the E to the L to the L.
Showed
He's no
up.
damn number 4 pick overall, but you know what? He's doing everything else along that defensive line, and I'm going to back up off of that dude. Now, rest in peace to the win streak. Who gives a damn? And you know what? We beat the Chiefs, but, I don't hear anybody in the media clamoring over, how much we've improved. So screw them. The hit list, Arden Key, you're on it. Dan Quinn, of course, and Mike Ditka. This goes out to the made men. Now, I got to go back and play prison. We got some shit going on.
Nice.
Oh, my gosh. I appreciate Aaron the Q-Dog. Right? I don't disagree with Aaron often, but I don't think Arden Key needs to be on the hit list. Arden Key played spy and played a really good job. Played a really good game. Did a good job, I thought, based on the defense and the way they were lining up. All right,
a lot of spy is just being seen.
Well,
that's because it's there and you're moving and you're big and your arms are waving and you're making eye contact with that fool and you're juking and you're getting in there like where you're going to go, and that's a lot of spy.
Absolutely.
You're not going to be the first hit. You're not going to be, you're going to come in there at the end of the play on a lot of that. So,
and we saw that, right? Like we saw the way that he was kind of shadowing him and mirroring Mahomes,
sure.
and it kept Mahomes from getting out of the pocket and running a little bit. You know what I mean? I thought it was great. But anyways, great call from Aaron, as always. And so, all right, here we go. Let's jump into these voicemails. We're going to hit them quick. We got a lot to get to. We're going to start off with our buddy. Big surprise. His name is Raider Jeff, and he's in KC.
Yeah, he is.
How you guys doing tonight? This is Raider Jeff. I'm calling from Kansas City. My wife is a huge Chiefs fan. I've been a Raiders fan since birth. She's been a Chiefs fan since birth. It's wartime at my house this weekend. I'm so tired of losing to the Chiefs. It's not funny.
And that was it.
There we go.
We were tired of it, too. All right, next up, let's get to our buddy, of course, one of the made men of the made men around here. Let's get to our buddy Mojo in San Diego.
Murph, Mosh, Swaggy J, made men and women. You got your boy Mojo here from San Diego, man. I had to call. First time since 2012 we got that W in KC. Feels good, don't it? But here's what I want to bring attention to. Check out Ruggs' stat line. Speed kills, baby. 2 catches. 118 yards, 2 touchdowns. Let's go.
I love that from Mojo. And you know what? I respect that call because Mojo was on Henry Ruggs early. Remember early in all of our draft stuff? Like he was calling for Ruggs while Alabama was still playing.
Him and Capo were like, Ruggs the third. Let's go.
Absolutely. And so this is cool. So on draft night, me and Jeff and Cody and Raider Dave from Grimy Podcast, like the whole bunch of guys, Sugar Shane, Ramon was in there. We all kind of rotated in and out on Mojo's pod show during the draft. And when Henry Ruggs was selected, this is what it sounded like. This was pretty cool.
Dude, Henry Ruggs, I'm excited. Mojo, we talked about this 2 months ago.
I called Henry Ruggs 4 months ago. Ask Murph.
Yes, you did. You nailed it.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Baby.
When I was 18 years old, my dad came outside and told me, stop acting like a dinosaur. Okay?
Let's go. He said, do more mock drafts because in 20 years, you're going to be freaking running a podcast on YouTube, and it's going to be lit, kid. That's what he said. Let's do this.
This is crazy. No, he legit told me to stop acting like a dinosaur, dude.
What does that mean?
Because Mojo was outside acting like a dinosaur. And
don't read anything into it. It's just the truth.
When he turned 18, his dad came out and said, stop acting like a dinosaur. And that was the reaction when Henry Ruggs got drafted.
I love it.
Oh, my God.
I love it.
If that's any insight to what Mojo's pod show is like.
You know what? And and Mojo is right because guess what? The Raiders are undefeated when Henry Ruggs is in the game.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
You know what I mean?
Good call, dude. Good call.
3-0.
Good call.
That's so fun.
So here's a good friend of the show. We don't get a chance to hear from often, but always love to hear from when he checks in, and it's our buddy up there in Alaska, Mosh, the Alaska Raider.
Hey, Alaska Raider here, guys. How could I not call in after an epic win against the Chiefs? This is an awesome day. We're turning the tides, and damn, man, go Raiders.
Yeah.
I love it, man. Turning the tides, it really does feel like that, man. It feels like this whole thing is starting to change. The narrative is beginning to change. And, it feels like the momentum is now behind the Raiders. And I know that's why the bye week is kind of like a funky week coming in, because it's like you want to carry that into the next game immediately, especially when Tom Brady's on the horizon. All right, next up, let's hear from another one of the made men. Mosh, I don't lobby for Sizzlers, except sometimes they're funny. And there's some great ones tonight. The first handful of calls we've already gotten have been great. But this one is really funny.
That's how you decisively win a football game.
This is Splatterhead, by the way. Splatterhead Chuck McCann.
I'm beside myself. All I wanted was to be competitive. And the Raiders finally, with Derek Carr at the helm, went out and kicked the snot out of the Chiefs at Arrowhead, and there was no question about it from the second quarter on that we were annihilating those punks in their mustard and ketchup damn uniforms. Living on the East Coast, it sucks. They shut the game off right before the end. It was like my wife goes, I don't want to see Heidi, and then all of a sudden the Giants came on. She was like, this is worse than Heidi. Then the game ended, and we knew the score. We knew who won, and she's like, the dog's got to go out. Take it for a walk. I'm like, I got to go out, too, because I got to flaunt my Raiders gear. I got to run through the town. I feel like streaking right now, and I might. There's a house with a CHEEPS flag on it right around the corner, and I might run over there and streak. And I've been advised against this by Fitz and Mackie and my wife, because it's a little cold out. She goes, it might be embarrassing, but I might do it anyway. We beat the Chiefs at Arrowhead and killed it. And now season's back on. Let's go Raiders. All right. I've had a few beers. That's why my words are slowed.
Yeah.
All right. Love you guys. Splatterhead out.
I love it.
Oh, it's amazing, man.
He's
so
so
good.
funny.
He's so funny. So good job there from Chuck Splatterhead McCann. All right, let's keep on moving. And next up, we got our buddy Central Valley Raider.
What's going on, my Raider brothers? This is Central Valley Raider. Long time no talk. I am calling all the podcasts that I listen to faithfully. And what I mean, all the podcasts, I'm talking about the Raider Fan Cave, Pillaging Podcast, Locked On Raiders, and the Silver and Black Today. And I'm eating crow. I've been very negative on Derek Carr, been even probably more negative with the defense. But I honestly believe Gunther saved his job today. The boys stepped up. I was very impressed. They showed some grit today, showed some passion. Our guys were going down. They were getting hurt. And somehow we just shut down Kermit, McCombs. And I'm just proud of those guys. I'm like at a loss for words, but again, I thought I owed it to the podcast. I've been a negative Nancy these last 4 weeks.
You too, brother.
Well, I should say 2 weeks. We were 2-2 before today. And just killing Gunther in the defense. Killing Derek Carr and his check downs and afraid to go deep. Well, today, I think he showed everybody he does have an arm, including myself, which I knew he did. I live here in Fresno, so I was aware of him from Fresno State. But again, just proud of those guys today. Got a bye week, get to heal up, and hopefully we get ready for Tom Brady. That's all I got. I'm going to be eating crow until the next game. It is what it is, but I'm glad my Raiders won today. Las Vegas Raiders, Central Valley Raider, out.
All right. Appreciate you, Central Valley Raider. And, never been happier to eat crow, Mosh. Like Central Valley, you're not alone, man. I mean, 3 of the guys that represent this network on a regular basis are eating crow, too.
Yep.
And couldn't be happier to be so.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, you guys are.
Yeah, because you're the one that's not.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Mosh, the city.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about, Raiders. Raider Beto, the city. And I can't believe the Raiders beat the Kansas City Jackasses. My voicemail worked. I know they heard me. They're like, we got to win this for Raider Beto. We got to win this for 9-Volt. I may have a little bit of rum in me, but no, that's okay because the Lakers have won the championship. What about your Golden State Warriors? Bay Area fans? Hamash? What about the Golden State Warriors? Where are they now? Oh, that's right.
We're going to get Clay and Steph back. We'll be fine. Enjoy your championship.
Anyway, the point is, Raiders played a great game. They dominated the time of possession. Patrick, the Kermit the Frog Mahomes, didn't do nothing. What did he do? Nothing. He got sacked by Max Crosby.
Max.
I'm hyped. Now, like I said, man, you know, this is a different football team. This looks like a different football team in reality, you know, and it helps that seeing Ruggs on the field, seeing Trent Brown, that helped us a lot. Now imagine Brian Edwards was on the field, we would have dominated that game 48-24 instead of having that field goal in the game that we had. But I'm still happy the Raiders beat the Kansas City Jackasses in their home in 2012. And they said the last time the Raiders put up like 40-plus points in KC was in 2002. And I don't need to tell you guys what happened in that year. Hopefully they win it. Anyway, as always, go Raiders. And I'm hyped. Let's get in the bye week, rest up, and beat the Tampa Bay failures called the Buccaneers. Because you know what? Tom Brady is just going to be like Michael Jordan when he went to the Wizards. Raider Nation always.
Nice. Thanks, Beto. Thanks, 9-Volt. Shout out to Freddie Chavez, $2.99 donation to the One Nation Foundation.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We're all about that. Thanks, Freddie.
Absolutely,
you the man, brother.
Freddie. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much for supporting the One Nation Foundation.
Well, yeah.
And, all right, next up, let's get to some call him the Houstorian, Mosh. He is Houston Raider Steve.
Murph, Mosh, Swag Jeff, Houston Raider Steve. All I can say after that Chiefs win by the Raiders, who let their dogs out? Who let their dogs out? Hey, Kermit, yeah, you, Patrick Mahomes. It's not easy being green. I wish we could go ahead and play our next game against Kansas City, up in Kansas City at Arrowhead, so we can go up there again and slap the piss out of them. Oh, I tell you what, that was such a great win by the Raiders. I was out there celebrating, and I said, hey, Patrick Mahomes, it sucks to be you. That goes for you also, Chiefs. Hey, it makes Phillip Rivers look like maybe he's not such a bad guy after all. Great win by the Raiders. And you know what? All I can say is, just win, baby. Raiders. Hey, by the way, Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, no, we suck again. By the way, I just want to say, Kansas City, here I come. Go Raiders. We're back, baby.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, my gosh. Mosh, last week he hit like 3 genres. I think he might have hit 4 tonight.
He got triple song night tonight.
Awesome job, Houston Raiders Steve. All right, next up, another guy we hadn't heard from him in a hot minute. Let's get to our buddy Dave in the 330.
What is up, Mosh, Murph, Cousin Sonny, Swaggy J? It's Dave out here in the 330 Ohio, and I'm calling you on this sunny Monday morning, afternoon almost. Who cares? We beat the freaking Chiefs in Arrowhead. Bam. I don't know what else to say. I do not know what else to say. I'm going to leave you with a little impression, though. Hey, Cousin Gloomy, drop the beat.
Uh-oh.
Anybody know what that was? That's Mosh rapping with a mouthful of crow.
Oh!
We beat the Chiefs.
He must have meant
baby.
Murph. He must have meant Murph.
Yeah, he meant Murph.
He meant Murph. All right. Definitely. Yes, and I will gladly rap with all that mouthful of crow. Hey, good stuff going on in the Super Chat. Swaggo, what's going on there?
Aaron the Q-Dog Raider, $19.11 donation to the One Nation Foundation. And Stacy Ruff, $5 donation.
Thank
you so much.
Q-Dog did 1911. That's one of my favorite models.
Yeah, it is.
He knows what I'm talking about.
He knows. I think that was a wink to Mosh there.
Yeah, it was. Thank you, Q. I got you.
Absolutely, man. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for supporting the One Nation Foundation. Gosh, again, guys, I feel like we're doing a fundraiser here. That wasn't the intent, but Raider Nation and our RFR listeners
showing
are
up,
showing
guys.
out,
Thank
man.
you so much.
Thank you so much, man. It's so appreciated.
Swaggy's got a running total going. He'll let us know how we did at the end of the show.
Oh, you are? Oh, that's sweet, dude. Right on, man. Appreciate that, too. All right, Mosh, here's, This guy could be called the clubhouse favorite. He's dying to become a made man around here, and always an entertaining call from caller Greg in Tennessee.
Murph, Mosh, hey, what's up? This is caller Greg from Tennessee. Hey, what about that win this weekend, huh? That was awesome, man. To be the best, you gotta beat the best. And man, we bent them over a barrel and showed them the 50 states. We did. It was like we went in their house, made us a ham and cheese sandwich, and just left a cheese wrapper on the floor. And just walked out. We're like, clean it up. I mean, we didn't even put the ham back in the fridge. You just left it on the counter. Just walked right on out. No, really, man, that was awesome. I'll tell you what I thought was like the drive of the game, that third quarter drive. I think it was our second possession. They went 3 and out, I believe, and there's still a lot of time on the clock in the third quarter. And that drive, it went all the way to the fourth quarter. Big drive.
It was like 8 minutes
or something. A lot
of
plays of the game, man. I thought it was great. Feels good. Nobody gave it a chance, but we did it anyway. Go Raiders. That's all I got, man. See y'all. Bye.
Oh, my gosh.
I
man.
love that.
So funny, man. No, great job, Greg. Great call this week. Greg manages the RFR Fantasy Football League, of course. And, like I said, he's been dying to become a made man, but we're always out of time.
Dude, we've got so many calls this week.
145 tonight. It's
crazy.
We got 4 because there's a lot of calls we didn't get a chance to feature.
Right.
I know, like Coach Davis, Rico, crowd favorite. I know.
Rico, Coach Davis. Next week we're gonna get to your calls during the bye week.
Yep, absolutely. We'll be here.
We'll be here, man. We'll definitely get to him. But unfortunately, Greg, we'll probably make you next time. In the meantime, let's get to our buddy, another Alaska caller, Kiljadis, or as Mosh says,
Kiljadis.
Okay, now this is Kiljadis now 7. I can't let Murph do this all by himself, so I guess I better do a little bit myself.
All
Here
right,
we go.
Come on,
Raider Nation, pop the tops if it'll up your cup. Chiefs Kingdom just got beat. Now that's what's up. It's Kiljadis here with a little rhyming beat. Kermit the Frog just couldn't take the heat. The defense made him dance for his Muppet life. Now I don't mean to cause no stress or strife, but doesn't Mahomes have such a punchable face? I'm just thinking his face needs to be sprayed with mace. Kelsey didn't score much. Man, what a surprise. That's usually what happens when his debut. So I surmise. Then Reed, the burgers must have gotten to your head. Gruden can outcoach while you is sleeping in bed. Have some cake. Don't go and choke on it. Losing Vikings Kermit girlfriend throw a fit. Complaining that the refs were cheating them. Futile trick, go fill your mouth with an M&M. Cause Andy got a bet, tell them he's not weak. Murph's about to lay down the hashtag Fed of the Week. Raiders Fan Radio is where the fans go chill. Aaron Q-Dog gonna flex them Chiefs. Man, you know he will. Yeah. Okay, let me take a breather. I'll start again. Here we go. Stop the car because Derek's throws were on point, cuz. Hit him up Renfro, Waller, Nelson, and Ruggs. Heath Youngster, INT from everybody. Saxon Smith, Lawson, and Max Crosby. Crosby with the ball to go for it on 4th and 1. Kiwi sneak with Carr. Hell yeah, that's how it's done. Jacobs and Booker running all over the KCD. Burn up the clock. Oh man, how could we? Cause the Raiders got the challenge to say Dragons row. Mercury thumb dance, man. Hell yeah, you know. Swaggy Jess waving his hands from side to side. Uncle Mosh in his Reuben, yeah, open wide. Nation get crunkers, we're no longer stagnant. Stop, Rico, you'll get all the ladies pregnant. Ah, crap, I'm naked again because of Rico, jeez. Macho Man Raider says, can you say something, please?
Oh, yeah. Well, we're too hot to handle to pull the hole. We're rocking the ring. Real bad and bold. We dropped the elbow all the way from the top rope. We pinned them with a 1-2-3, winning is dope. 3-2 into the bye week. Yeah, son. But you know what they always say? The beat goes on. Yeah. And the beat goes on. Yeah. And the beat goes on. Oh, yeah. Hey, Gilgita, did you find your clothes yet?
No, come help me.
Some that old man doesn't get order around.
Come help me, please.
That's good. Where's the hang-up button?
What?
Yes! Oh my gosh!
So everybody wants to know, was that a harmonica, a violin? Somebody said, hell no, it was a pan flute.
Pan flute.
Nice.
Who was it Yanni was the master of the pan
Yanni,
flute going in the background?
I love
there?
that guy.
Oh my gosh, Yanni, Macho Man Raider Savage, and Kiljadas there with the collaboration, man. That was good stuff there. Great job, Kiljadas. All right, next up, we're going to hear from our buddy, one of Jeff's 17 best friends.
Well, yeah.
Adam Hill.
What is up, Murph, Mosh, and Swag Jeff? Man, oh man, I tell you what, we got this win. And I had this gut feeling we was going to get this win because the Chiefs, they were struggling against Chargers with the rookie quarterback, even though that guy's pretty good. Also, they were struggling against the Broncos, and I was like, well, maybe the Chiefs they went out and partied a little bit too much, but who cares? We beat them. And, the last team, they're the champions, right? But we beat them, so that officially makes us the champions because we beat the champs, right? Nobody else could beat the champs this year, so we beat the champs, so we're champions. Man, I'm sitting on my high horse again. I just need to get brought back down, and because I don't want what happened when we beat the Saints to happen again. So I'm gonna just keep it mellow and not run my mouth a little bit too much, not get all pumped up. But I'm happy. We 3-2. There's a lot of people that didn't think we'd be 3-2. So hopefully we can win more games. And, I'm just dropping my line to say what's up, guys. And y'all keep putting that hard work out there. I'm waiting for Mikey to have that Mondays with Mike and Murph, so then we can hear Murph rap. I want to hear it. You got to rap, Murph. You got to rap.
Deal.
Later. It's Adam.
All right. I appreciate Adam Hill, man, and wish granted there at the beginning of the show.
Well, yeah.
And Swaggo, you're keeping track of your best friend's calls. That's number 2 for Adam, right?
It sure is. Absolutely.
Yeah, so,
one more call, Adam, and you will be a made man.
Awesome stuff there, man. Appreciate you, Adam Hill, and always the support of the show, always jumping into the chat. All right, we got 2 more to get to before we get out of here for the night. Next up is another one of the old school made men. Let's hear from our buddy, Eye Patch.
Hey, what's going on, Murph, Mosh, Swaggy J, Capo, Nation, Eye Patch calling in. It's a good week. I'm sure everybody's going to have a lot to say about it. I'll just start off by saying I'll try to keep it clean, Mosh. F the Chiefs. F the Chiefs. And by the way, F the Chiefs. And while I'm at it, F Google Voice, because if I go over, guess what, Google Voice, I'm calling back. So here we go. Here's my observations of what I saw this week. It's a little thing called Looks Like, and we'll start off with Paul Gunther. He looks like a cobbler in an old-time movie who's with his apprentice and holds up a pair of penny loafers and says, they don't make them like this anymore. Or does he look like the butcher in your local deli who turns red and winks as a pretty girl's in the shop and says, hey, our pepperoni's on sale this week. And then we'll move over to Greg Olson. He looks like the dude who's on a fishing boat as he comes in the dock and he shakes his head and tells everybody about the big one that got away. Or does Greg Olson, does he look like the guy at the end of the bar in an old Western as the saloon doors swing open and the bad guy comes in and he yells, hey, barkeep, give me double whiskey. It looks like it's going to be a tough night. Or does John Gruden, does he look like the guy who takes your ball on a playground and then says, hey, you're going to have to fight me if you want it back? Or does John Gruden look like a monk, an aggravated monk, who can't get the knot out of his rope belt untied because it's cinched too tight around his waist? And then we'll go to Andy Reid. This guy, I don't know what the hell that thing is on his face. It's getting bigger every day. He looks like a cartoon character who got a aquarium slammed over his head. I'm waiting for goldfish to swim around in that thing. Anyway, does Andy Reid, he looks like the guy, does he look like the guy who walks into a buffet and twiddles his thumbs and rocks back and forth on his heels and his toes and says, ooh, don't mind if I do? Or does Andy Reid looked like the guy who's who struggles to get out of his lazy boy chair, lets out a big groan, then farts, and says, "Oh, somebody step on a duck?" That was my observations this week. Anyway, have a good day. Can't wait to hear you sing tonight, Murph. God bless all your nation. A nice week off. Let's go get Tampa. Ciao.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
I like the pictures. Don't mind if I do. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's so funny, man. Good stuff there from our buddy Eye Patch. All right, we got one more to get to. And so here we go, Mosh. It's been a minute since we had a made man or a made woman. And so this is Miguel Ruiz, and this is his third call to the show.
Nice.
So we're going to play his call, and then we're going to hit the made man music.
Wow, what is up, Raider Nation? What a hell of a game that was. 3 days later, and I am still shocked. Derek Carr throwing bombs, Max Crosby getting sacks, and Patrick Mahomes looking scared and running for his life. I mean, geez, what more could we want? Anyway, that was a terrific game. Hope all of the criticism and the answers about Derek Carr being our quarterback are answered. Hope this call finds everybody in good spirits and being safe. And until the next one, just win, baby. Bye.
You are a made man. You showed you are part of the family by participation. By chance, a man like yourself should make enemies, then they would become my enemies. Showing you are a friend of Raiders Fan Radio, you have leapt across the line. Friendship is everything. Friendship is more than talent. It is more than the government. It's almost equal to family. Be loyal. Made man, Raider fan. Someday, and that day may never come, I'll call upon you to do a service for me. But until that day, accept this as a gift. And don't ever forget, words can hurt more, but silence can break hearts.
All right, congratulations to Miguel Ruiz for becoming the newest made man here on Raiders Fan Radio, Murph's Fan Cave. And so, listen, I appreciate everyone that contacted us this week. And there are some, some of the made men that we didn't have a chance to get to feature because we had so many to get to tonight. We had to cut it off. So the Manguses, I got your emails. We're gonna read those later on the next show. Kevin, Rico, you know what I mean? Coach Davis, the main guy. So there's plenty of you. We have so much more. We can't. We're almost at 2 hours tonight, so we've got to get on. But I promise you, we will feature those in the next episode coming up quickly. But in the meantime, Mosh, for tonight, what do we got for the Sizzler
Capo
Award?
started us off with a good game recap about the Kansas City beatdown. Raider Jeff in Kansas City told us that he fights with his wife. Mojo, T-Rex flashback. All right, Alaska Raider, go Raiders. We turn the tide. Splatterhead wants to streak the Chiefs house down the block, but he was a little concerned about shrinkage. Central Valley Raider, he remembered Carr from his Fresno days, and he said, hey, crow don't taste too bad. Beto, 9-volt, he's fired up about that win. You know, he really pulled out all the basketball references this week. Houston Raiders Steve, we might start calling him Triple Threat Steve. 3 songs tonight.
Yes.
Dave in the 330, good job on the impression of Murph eating crow and rapping with a mouthful. Caller Greg in Tennessee refuses to clean up the cheese wrappers on the floor of the Kansas City. What do they even call it? Arrowhead Stadium. Killiatus a rap, and he got Macho Man Savage.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. From the grave at the end. Adam Hill. You know, Adam, there was a little bit, Adam said that maybe the Chiefs partied a little too much. Adam, you might, what, were you trying to keep up with them? Eye patch. F the Chiefs. F the Chiefs. F the Chiefs. And I love the way he took Andy Rooney to town.
Oh, my God. Andy Reid, too.
Andy Rooney. Andy Rooney's dead, isn't he? Yeah, I think so.
Probably 20 years
25 years ago. Hey, I just recognized you moved the screen a year and a half ago tonight.
And that's the rest of the story.
I'm telling you.
That was Andy Rooney, right?
No, that was Paul Harvey.
That's what I meant. What'd I say?
I said Andy Reid. Anyway, made man. Miguel, see how everything goes all the way around. Miguel Ruiz, nice, pleasant voicemail to end us. But
that was good.
Tonight's Sizzler. Tonight's Sizzler.
All right.
Tonight's Sizzler. I'm hitting the button.
There we go.
Sizzler.
Sizzler.
Sizzler. Sizzler.
Sizzler. Sizzler.
It's such a bummer because tonight's Sizzler was going to be caller Greg in Tennessee. He was going to get bam, the Sizzler and the Made Man all in one night.
Yes.
We already played the Made Man music. So Kill
Sorry, Greg.
is our Sizzler.
Yes. Oh, nice. Good job, Kill Jadis.
We are Metallica, and we are here for your Oakland Raiders.
You know why we're out here, and we ain't playing around today.
From The Walking Dead to errant Jedi Knights, Raiders fans are a rogues gallery.
Greg, we'll get Greg next week.
We'll get Greg
He's
next week.
got to send in another Sizzler, and then
you got to get 3 Sizzlers, and then you get the Made
three
Sizzler
Sizzlers, and you
award.
get the first Made Sizzler, Made Man conjunctivitis in your eye.
Yeah, call us, Jen. Anyways, and you know what I love about Greg's call? He said we. When he was talking about the Raiders.
I know. Remember this last time we talked, he did that too.
I'm just saying, we're like the Raider Inquisition over here. We're all about converting you into and jumping you into our fandom, much like our good friend of the show, Swag Jeff. Thank you, Swag Jeff, for being here tonight. No question, you're fandom, my friend. And I appreciate you. Appreciate Oklamash. Appreciate everybody in the chat tonight. I'm going to leave those guys to shout them out. But thank you, Raider Nation. Thank you for supporting the One Nation Foundation .net. Thank you for all the super chat donations tonight. Completely unexpected, and I'm blown away by your generosity. Thank you so much, Swaggo.
Yeah, so thank you to the people with the super chat, the donations to the One Nation Foundation tonight. Kevin the Raider Nerd, $19.99. Pirate, $19.75. $19.99. Todd Clements, $4.99. Raider Rich, $4.99. Raiderborn Rico, €20, which equals $23.50. Kill Jadis, $4.99. Freddie Chavez, $2.99. Aaron the Q-Dog Raider, $19.11. Stacy Ruff, $5, which equals a total of $105.55 donated to the One Nation Foundation tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you, Raider Critique, Stacy Ruff, Running Bear, Michelle Sweat.
Happy anniversary, Michelle.
Yeah, happy anniversary, Michelle. Aaron the Q-Dog Raider, Big Easy Raiderborn Rico, Kevin the Raider Nerd, Miguel Ruiz, Tyrone Graves, so many of you guys in the chat. Thank you so much. Uncle Mosh, take us home, my man.
Man, what a great night. I'm so glad that we all got to be back together again. I'm so glad that you and Sonny got to eat so much crow.
Yes.
I'm so glad that Aloha Corner didn't happen. But I'm most thankful tonight for all the people in the chat, all the people that listen, and for for tonight's crew, my little buddy Swaggy J and my nephew Murph. You got your old Uncle Mosh, and you've been listening to Raiders Fan Radio, where we take a lighter side journey into the dark side. Don't forget, what happens in Vegas started in Oakland.
Yeah, it did.
Good night, everybody. God bless.
We got 3 letters for you, Mahomes. FKC.